What's good, Green Thumbs? John Moody here, and this is the Johnny Learns Gardening YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do something a little different and talk about the corn. So, let's do it. So, today's date is Thursday, June 5th. It is about 12 o'clock noon, and it is 60 degrees. It's a bit drizzly, and there will be some rain coming later on today. Anyway, this is my third year growing a vegetable garden, second year YouTubing, and I just wanted to kind of talk about the corn that I have growing in. So, this is everything that I have going on this year. Just a recap of last year, I believe I had 4 or 5 stalks actually growing, and I was only able to harvest 3 ears. So that was last year. The previous year, I had about 5 or 6 stalks that actually grew, and this was my very first year. There were about 2 ears per stalk. So I'm honestly not sure if that's typical. Now that I'm thinking back on things, I did not fertilize like how I was supposed to. I did use a lot of organic material, had a lot of compost, but I did not use any type of fertilizer. In addition to that, I believe that my failures from last year were due to one, not fertilizing, and two, having them too close together. So, as you can see, that is what's going on right now. So, if you're on Facebook, and you're not following my Johnny Learns Gardening Facebook page, please go ahead and do so. On there, I posted a question. Should I take the time to thin out these corn, or should I just leave them be? Now, I've just watched at least 6 different episodes of corn growing tips from various gardening channels, and a few of them say that they should be spaced 10 to 12 inches apart. I've seen a few videos where that was not the case, even though they were saying space it 10 to 12 inches apart. Now, today I'm going to be experimenting with the thinning, so wish me luck. First, we are going to take a measurement of how tall they approximately are. This guy here is about 7 inches tall. About 6, 3, 6.5. So they're not very tall. They're still young enough to try to attempt to transplant them. So my dilemma is, do I just snip it to be on the safe side and waste that? Or do I attempt to transplant it and try to spread them out a little more? What should I do? So the reason that they are all so close together is because typically when you are planting the seeds, you want to plant 2, maybe even 3 seeds per hole to increase the germination rate. So sometimes seeds don't germinate at all and it works out. Other times all the seeds germinate and now you're left with this cluster of corn stalks. My goal is to get the most production possible with the healthiest corn that I can. And with them being so close together, they are going to be competing for water and nutrients. So I don't want to go through what I went through last year, having only 4 stalks or so that actually grew, and then 1 ear of corn per stalk. So today's video, I'm going to be thinning these out. As far as my dilemma on what I should do, should I try to pull it so that I can transplant it, or should I just snip it? I don't have a big farm. I just have 2 standard size raised garden beds, few containers. I don't want to waste anything as much as possible. So I'm feeling froggy, and I am going to attempt to uproot them and then transplant them. Now, the problem with uprooting them is I don't want to disturb the roots, therefore disturbing its potential growth and development. So, experimentation time. We'll see what happens. All right. So, in this example, I've watched a video by, what's his name? Texas Homestead. I'm not very familiar with it. I just YouTubed how to thin corn, and some of his videos were the first to pop up. Let's make sure my mic is on. Looks like it's on. Cool. So, what he did was he took a knife. He picked out the stronger one, bigger one. So this one's going to stay, and this one we're going to pull out. So all he did was stuck his knife in between. He made sure he held some downward pressure on the one that we want to stay. And then we just simply pull up on this corn. Felt a snap, and it broke. All right, that's okay. This was a failed attempt. So in this case, I didn't disturb the roots, at least not too much. I will snip off the rest of that. And his whole thing was, once you snip it off, it will continue to grow. I watched a video right before, and it was also happened to be a Texas farm. She was saying that yes, it will grow back, but it won't get very far. So that's my very first attempt at trying to thin, and that is the result. Let's try something else. So the other thing that he did was he took a trawl and he dug up what he was trying to transplant. So I got one here, two here. It's really two here. Let's see if I will have more success this way. Let's try to get this little guy. So I just learned that corn is not very deep with their roots. So it's very important to be very careful. And I think I got it. Feel like I'm right there, but I don't want to break anything. Feel like this is taking longer than it's supposed to. Come on, little guy. It's really holding on. All right, I got him. So this is what I got. Much of the root is still intact. Hopefully I didn't disturb this one too much. Let's go ahead and set him back down. And we'll just press it down a little bit. And for this one, I'm going to transplant, and hopefully things work out. So based on what I got going on, seems to be a lot of corn over in this area. I got a couple of randoms kind of spread apart. So I'm going to go for that area right in here. So, just to give us a pretty good idea, the closest stalk is right here. So, I need to plant it approximately right here. Got my trowel. And when you're replanting corn, I was told that it's best to plant it a little deeper than what it came from. This will help with stability. And yeah, so this is my first attempt at transplanting corn. Subscribe, hit the bell to see how things turn out. Planted it nice and deep. And then press it down to firm it in. Cool? Cool. So as you can see, I measured it about 10 inches apart, but the one on the left is what I just transplanted. The one on the right was already there. He looks good. I'll leave him alone. But yeah, now I have a little bit more work to do. So I kind of like that. I didn't like cutting off that one from earlier. So I will try my best to transplant the rest of these. All right, let's take a look at this example. So this couldn't be more than 3 inches. This is the stronger one. And growing next to it couldn't be any more than 2 inches. So I am feeling froggy enough to attempt this pulling method because they are not that far along in their development. I'm wondering if I will have an easier time to pull it off. So got the knife. Maybe we can help ourselves a little bit by digging away. Oh yeah. Grab it by its base. Downward pressure on the one you want to stay. Nope, I broke it again. Fail. Oh well. All right, here we are at the next bunch. I've got 1, 2, 3, kind of too close together. Plus, looks like a weed is growing in here. Let's get rid of this weed. Get out of here, weed. I definitely want to keep this big one. This one right here. Will the pull-up method work on this one? Probably not. Let's dig away. Maybe I could save it. It's really, really small, really, really underdeveloped, but far enough away where I won't disturb anything. There he is. Where am I going to put you? It's off camera, but I'm over here planting him next to the one that I just transplanted. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now I want to try to get this guy out safely. Let's dig away a little bit with the finger. And this probably is not a good idea, but you gotta try, right? Yeah, see, the problem when they develop too close together is that their roots get intertwined. And that's the problem with the thinning process, is when you remove one, you're potentially disturbing the roots of the other. So I kind of had to force that a little bit. Yeah, these roots are pretty big. All right, so hopefully he won't get mad at me. And we'll continue to stay strong. Let's go ahead and mound you up a little bit. Press you down. And let's find a place to plant this. Okay. Can you see me? I'm going for this area right in here. Just plopping you in. And firming it down. Cool. I'm cool with that. Keep it moving. All right, now we're over here. So I got 1, 2, 3, fairly close together. This one over here should be a little easier. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4. I do not want to remove the good one. Roots are everywhere. Very strange how far the roots grow. Goodness, how big this one is. I'm actually really shocked at how big some of these roots have gotten. What is that telling me? That it's searching for nutrients other places? That this isn't the best growing medium that I have it in? Mostly peat moss. There is some organic material down in there. I have been fertilizing. I'm starting now to top dress with compost, but yeah. All right, over here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So many. Which one am I keeping? The guy in the middle. So I'm removing the ends. All right, there's one. Put you back down in there. Mound you up a bit. 2, 3. Hopefully, I didn't make this guy too angry. A little close, but that's okay. A little close. What about all 3 of these? Where am I going to put these? All right, so I guess I'm done. This is the fruits of my labor. This is the job after it's done. It wasn't that bad of a process. Like I said, I'm not a big farmer, or I don't have a lot of farmland where I'm growing hundreds and hundreds of corn. But I did want to grow a lot of corn. And like I said, I've had some issues when sowing seeds. Something was digging things up, so I wasn't sure if certain seeds were going to germinate at all. But yeah, you have your issues, and then you just deal with it. Life's a garden, dig it. So anyway, this is a transplant. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know if I should count that one, but 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm not sure if that's a late bloomer or if that's a weed, so we'll just skip it. What am I on? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, nope, there's a little one in there. 31, 32, 33, 33. And I probably had to sacrifice 3 altogether. So we will see if these transplants make it, if I didn't disturb the roots too much. But yeah, I feel a little better. They seem to be a little more spread out, or they are a little more spread out. Hopefully, some aren't too close, and hopefully, some aren't too far apart. But yeah, I feel good. That's the important thing, right? I feel good. Out of 33 stocks, really would have been 36. Like I said, I had to sacrifice 3. We'll see how the rest of the season turns out. But Three Sisters method, I got corn coming in. I did plant some green beans. I did plant some zucchini. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. The weather has been crazy. My very first year of gardening, I was direct sowing things in April. So this year I had to wait till late May. It was probably still a little too cold. So we'll see what happens. But corn is coming along. Beans are coming along. I'm not so sure about the squash. I might have to get that in soon. I did plant some already. I'm just saying that I don't see anything germinating. But anyway, that is all for today, folks. Thank you all very much for watching. If you have any tips, comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know in the comments section. Thank you all very much. Until next time, take care now. Bye bye then.